only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you're being high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make your dream last. Dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only being high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. When you let her go. Hey, what's up YouTubers, Lee John Blackmore here at Super Easy Guitar. So this week I'm going to show you a nice easy version of Let Her Go by Passenger. Let's zoom in and get straight into it. Okay, so looking at the intro, you heard me do an alternative. Now you don't have to actually do that. If it's a bit too fiddly for you and you're more of a super beginner, then you can just stick to the chords. Now the chords are just C, twice, then D, then E minor, then D. And it goes again, C, just doing downstrokes nice and easy, D, E minor, and you can hold it on the E minor until we go into You Only Need the Light. Okay, so if you wanted to do that little intro, what I'm doing there, I'm putting my second finger on the second fret on the third string, the G string, and I'm plucking the G string, then the B string, so the third string and the second string, back to the third, and then remove my finger. So you got this. And then you strum the C. Two strums there, and then D, one strum, same thing again, E minor, back to D, alternatively you could do this, so that's a bit more. Sounds kind of cool, right? It's just leaving my first finger down on the second fret, hammering on into the fourth fret, still on the third string, and pulling off. And so once I've pulled off from 4 to 2, I pull off to 0. So that's a little bit more advanced. Otherwise, you can just keep it really simple. Now, I was doing something a little bit different as well at the beginning. I was picking. Now you're probably going to ask me, what strings am I picking? The truth is I have no idea because I'm using a technique called random picking. Okay, now as long as you've got the correct timing, you can hit any string that relates to that chord and it should sound good, but your timing has to be good as well. Okay, so let me give you an example. So if I do the little riff, so I just hit the A string, the D string, then the B, G, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put that together, So because of the timing, I had to put 2 extra notes on the end, right? I'm just picking random strings. You'll get good after a while, okay? And if I just don't take no notice at all, it sounds like I'm doing something professional. I'm really not. I'm just making it up, okay? So give that a go. However, you know, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, you can hum over or whatever, or sing badly like me, okay? So it goes straight into the chorus then. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Okay, so again, if you're a beginner, just keep it really simple. Get good at your chords. C and G and D and E minor, and then the whole thing goes again. C and G and D, 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 D. Okay, and you can just repeat the whole thing. If you wanted to make it sound a bit more professional, well, you only need the light when it's burning low. So just now and again, I do a down up. Down, down, down up, 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 down, down. So that little extra bit I do on the D is when I'm just putting the pinky down on the top E string, okay, on the thinnest string on the 3rd fret. Play a D, then put the pinky down, and then remove it. Oh, that's what we call a D sus4, D suspended 4th. So you can add that in there as well, okay? So that's the chorus. D, D, sus, D. And then at the end he says, and you let her go. E minor, down, down, down up. C, C, down up. D, D, down up. B minor. Now at this point I can see everyone going, oh my gosh, it's a bar chord, what are we going to do? I can't do bar chords yet. Don't worry, okay? So I'm going to show you how to get around it. E minor, C, D, D. Now a B minor is effectively an A minor, A sharp minor, B minor. So if you know this A minor chord, you slide that up too, but make sure you only hit the strings that you've got your fingers on, okay? So that means the D, the G and the B. So it means you have to strum really softly, okay? I'll show you another alternative in a second as well. So if I just play that version, see how it sounds, right? So E minor, C, D, here we go, B minor. So if you're still struggling with that B minor, you can actually replace it for a B power chord. Okay, now that's the only other way around it, really. E minor, C, D, D, B minor power chord, or you can play it with a pinky. I don't really recommend doing that, but if you struggle to reach, and that's just the 1st finger in the 2nd fret on the A string, and the 3rd finger, 4th fret on the D string. And again, make sure you only hit the strings you've got your fingers on. Otherwise it'll sound terrible, okay? It won't sound right at all. Okay, sounds fine. So you might guess it's E minor, C, D, B minor. The second time round, E minor, C, and then D, D, sus4, D. Staring at the bottom of your glass. So there I'm going down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. I'm going to do the proper B minor, but you can use either. Then it goes again, E minor, C, down, down, up, D, D, sus4, D. Now that's not exactly what's happening, but that's going to give you the correct feel, okay? One more time, E minor, C, D, B minor, E minor, C, D, D, sus, D. And then you're just back into a chorus. But you only need the C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, D, sus, D. Goes again, C, G, G, D, D, E minor, C, G, D. And you have to follow the song through. You have to listen to the song as well. It's very important you listen to the original track. But what I'll do for you here, I'll just play through 3 of those sections. I'll play through the intro, the verse, and the intro, the chorus, because it goes straight into a chorus, and then the verse, okay? So if I play through those chord changes slowly, what I want you to do is play along with me, okay? So we're going to start with the intro, with just C, D, E minor, and D, okay? So I'll do it like this. I'll do it twice around. 2, 3, and C, C, D, D, E minor, E minor, D. Let's go again. C, C, D, D, E minor. And you can stay on that E minor. So then the chorus, here we go. Only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Okay, keep following. C, G, D, sus, D. Now let's do the verse pattern. So the E minor, C, D, and B minor, and then E minor, C, D, D sus4 if you want. Here we go. 2, 3, and E minor, E minor, C, C, D, D. Get ready for that B minor. E minor, C, C, D, D, sus4, D. You will get speed, guys. Keep on practicing with it. Keep on going through those chord shapes if you're not used to doing it. If you're not getting good sound, make sure your thumb is in the correct position. Make sure you're using the tips of your fingers. Okay? I prefer to use a pick. You don't have to. You could use the side of your thumb. And when you change in between chords, make sure you can hear everything ringing out. You might get this. Okay, what I want you to do is try and fix that so you're bridging over the strings and you're not touching any of the other strings. That's when you know you've got it. Make sure you're hitting the correct strings as well. So if it's a C chord, don't play the bottom E. D, start from the D string. Take your time, try and change the chords without looking. Keep the strumming really simple, don't try and do everything together. Now when it comes to the bar chord, what you could do, you could play from the chord before. So the instrumental bit was E minor, C, D, and then the B minor bar chord. So you could practice going D, putting the finger over first, then forming that position, making sure everything is nice. And to get the bar chord, look where my thumb is. It's directly behind my first finger. So it's the pinch, it's the strength between your thumb and your finger. That's where you're squeezing, okay? That's where the strength is. So if you got your finger up here and you're trying to bar and you can't get your finger in there, you know you've got it right. Get your thumb behind. You see what happens to my elbow? It comes down and then I form, okay? And try one note at a time. Okay, you might have something like this. Don't worry, keep going at it, but don't go at it like until it's painful. You know, if you're finding it really painful, rest. You're probably doing too much too soon, okay? And remember, if you can't do the bar chord, then just do the first two notes, the power chord, or use that A minor shape I've shown you. And you just practice getting from the D to that A minor shape. Okay? It's not strictly a B, it's kind of what we call an inversion, but it's going to help you get through this song, okay? So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Please don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to receive my weekly updates. You can find, I've got some merchandise below, a few t-shirts for sale. There's mugs, stickers and all that kind of stuff, phone cases, even face masks, okay? You can find that in the link below. And there's also a Spotify playlist, and I've done a playlist for virtually all the songs I've done lessons for. You can also find me over on Instagram if you'd like to send me a request. And also, guys, I don't get paid for these cover lessons, so if you'd like to support me, I've set up a donation button on my website. Any loose change you have would massively support me, so I really appreciate that. Don't forget to send me a little note as well so I can reply back to you. Thanks very much, guys. Enjoy, and I'll see you again the same time next week.